What's up guys, it's Casey McKeown back again with another video this week, and today I've got a good one for you. We are at a top real estate conference here, fortunately enough, in Dallas, Texas, my local city and state. Today we're gonna ask top real estate agents as well as brand new real estate agents if they practice what they preach. Do they invest in real estate? What's your name?
Sarah Tiffano.
And where are you out of?
Connecticut.
And do you invest in real estate?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Can you give us a little insight about your portfolio and what you invest in?
I just started in 2016. I lived in my property first, and then that's a two-family, and then I bought a commercial building, and I have a single family as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, what's your name?
Laura Miller,
And where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas.
Perfect. And do you invest in real estate?
Not yet.
What's your plan?
I will at least own one door by the end of the year.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's it?
That's it. All right, what's your name?
Kierra Flynn,
And where are you from?
Naples, Florida.
Naples, Florida. And do you invest in real estate?
I do.
Do? Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you give us a rundown on what properties you own or what your portfolio is like?
We have condos in the Naples area.
Okay.
So that way we basically rent out to like seasonal or snowbirds. So October through April is our like high intensity mode.
Okay. And how much would you say your portfolio is valued at if you add up all your investment properties?
If we add up investment properties, we're probably at about 3 million, 4 million.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Wow, that was easy.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
What's your name?
Tzak from Maui, Hawaii.
Perfect. And do you invest in real estate?
I do.
Can you give me a little scoop about your portfolio that you have?
So right now I just sold actually yesterday I sold a flip that I did for a bunch of money, and I'm going to reinvest it into small properties because I'm getting older.
Okay.
So my plan is to divest out of expensive, $1 million, $2 million properties and invest in $200,000 to $300,000 properties. And I'm looking for properties that will generate 1% revenue per month on what I pay for it. So if I pay $300,000, I want a property that's going to generate $3,000 a month in rent.
Perfect. And you're going to be able to go from, you said you sold one property?
I sold one property for $1.7 million.
Okay. And you're going to reinvest it. How many properties do you think you'll be able to buy
Well,
with that profit?
So I bought a commercial unit because I'm using it for one of my other businesses, and then I'll be, so what's that? Probably divide that's 450, so $1 million. So probably 4 properties that I'll turn that into.
Okay. So you'll go from one large property in Maui?
In Maui.
Okay. To
5 properties.
Perfect.
And then I also sold an apartment building with 10 units a couple weeks ago, and I just divested that into a different, more expensive property for personal use.
For leverage?
For leverage, yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool, brother.
What's your name?
Nicole Garner,
And where are you from?
The Woodlands, Texas.
And do you invest in real estate?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Can you give us a rundown on what your properties are?
So I actually liquidated quite a few of my rentals when the market started going up. I had more upside in cashing out, so I pulled that money out. I invested it in my lake house, which I sometimes Airbnb, but I'm also holding out because I'm going to be picking up some more rentals that I've got some bird dogs on the ground looking for.
So you got cash in hand right now looking?
I do.
Perfect. That's it?
Awesome.
Making that for YouTube and TikTok, so.
Sweet.
I lift lots of weights, and I'm super handsome, and I sell real estate. My name's Casey.
That's a good impression.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. What's your name?
Alan Thompson,
And where are you from?
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
And do you invest in real estate?
Yes, we do.
Perfect. Can you give me a little scoop about what your investments are?
We have our commercial building where our office is, and then we have a couple of investment properties up at the beach.
Okay, and how long have you been investing in real estate?
Well, I've been in real estate 34 years, and I've probably been investing 20 of it.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you. What's your name?
David.
David. And where are you out of?
I am from Houston.
Houston, Texas?
Yes.
Perfect. And do you invest in real estate?
I don't invest in real estate, but I have worked with investors.
Okay, so for folks that haven't invested in real estate, do you have the intention to in the future?
That's kind of like in the long-term plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And as far as investing in real estate, what would you say if you're looking forward? Because you said you've helped investors, correct? So as far as looking forward, whether it be 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, what would be an ideal first investment for you?
So ideal for me, I would say probably be about 2 years out. And I want to go into the single-family homes and fix and flip, and then hold. Fix and flip, and then some I want to hold and rent out.
Perfect. That's all we need. Yeah. What's your guys' names?
I'm Claudine.
And
I'm Shad.
Shad. And you guys are out of?
Evergreen, Colorado, Denver area.
Denver
just
area.
West of Denver.
Perfect. And we are asking people today if you do currently or do you plan to if you don't invest in real estate?
Yes.
Yes, you. So both of you guys invest in real estate?
We plan on.
Okay. We're gonna have to clip this for a second because of their. All right, so you guys said you plan to invest in real estate. Can you give me a scoop of how long you've been in real estate, how long you've been realtors, and your intention moving forward with investing in real estate?
Been in real estate since 2004, and
I've been in real estate for about 7 years.
Okay.
And what is our intent?
Yeah, like if you could give me your first investment dream plan, what would it look like?
Looking possibly single-family home, maybe Airbnb. Kind of oscillating back and forth between long-term rental and Airbnb, just kind of trying to figure out what that looks like.
Okay, and what would you say has held you guys back from, like, why weren't you investing in real estate before you got into real estate? Or when you first got into real estate, what's kept you from investing in real estate? Was it kids? Was it life? Was it,
lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, okay.
Yeah, and I think we're in a financial position now to be able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Perfect. All right.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, perfect. So what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, perfect. Where are you out of, or where do you serve?
Well, Melbourne, Florida.
Melbourne, Florida. Can you give people that don't know Florida an idea of where Melbourne's at?
Yeah, we're just east and a little south of Orlando. So I like to use a little map like that. So this is Florida. We're about right over here.
Okay, you got on the coast?
Yep, right on the East Coast.
Perfect. So we are asking today, as realtors, both of us today, if you invest in real estate, and if you don't, do you plan to?
Absolutely. My wife and I actually bought a house in 2018, so it was perfect. But we rented it out, so it was an investment for a little while.
Okay, so that first so 2018 first purchase.
Exactly. Yep.
And it was an outright investment, or did you live there?
We lived there.
Okay.
Yeah, we ended up turning it into an investment, but now being in the industry, definitely much more capability of seeing what potential investments are out there.
Okay, so you bought a house 2018, lived in it. When did you move out and rent it out?
We moved out in 2019, rented it out until this year.
Okay, what was the next step when you moved out in 2019 and rented out? Where did you buy another house?
Nope, we actually moved to Atlanta for work, and then from there we moved to Michigan a year later, and then moved back down here. We had our first child up in Michigan.
Okay, so you've kind of moved all over, and now are you back living in the house?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so intention moving forward, since that was obviously an investment property, and then it's come back to be your primary residence.
Right.
What's the look like moving forward as far as next property for you?
Next property, we're going to be looking for a similar style home. We're in a 3-2, so probably a little bit bigger than what we're in, because we have my 1-year-old daughter and then another one coming on the way in December.
Okay. Congrats.
So we need a little bit more space.
Okay. Perfect. So maybe a little bit larger house, move out of the house that you've already once moved out of and rented it out, and go back to the very same thing you did.
Exactly. Yep. And renting this one out, never going to sell a property. That's the plan.
Perfect.
Yep.
What's your name?
Chelsea Ross.
Chelsea. And where are you out of?
West Monroe, Louisiana.
Perfect. And can I ask you, do you plan to invest in real estate?
Oh, absolutely, I already do.
Okay, can you give me a scoop of, or I guess a rundown of your real estate portfolio?
Mainly single-family rental properties. I do have a duplex, and then I also flip houses on the side.
Perfect. Can you give me a your story as far as how you got started in real estate investing?
Yeah, well, I actually started in real estate investing because I was driving to a regular 9-to-5 corporate job, listening to, of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, along with the 4-Hour Work Week, and I was like, this is not for me, and investing seemed like the way out. So that's how I got started. I actually started investing in Florida, which is where I was living at the time, and then I learned you could go back home, which I'm from Louisiana, and buy the same, price property and get like 10 of them. So that's what I did. So
what was your route to your first investment property? How did you acquire your first investment property? Or I guess your first property?
I ate a lot of Alfredo and saved a lot of money. And I mainly started crunching the numbers, saying, okay, I'm giving myself a deadline. This is the day I need to be able to purchase a property by. And I bought the first one. I went for something pretty easy. It was a townhouse, so I didn't have to deal with any exterior. I just had to renovate the interior. And that was it. I mean, it was probably over the course of about 14 months for me, because I am an analysis paralysis kind of person. I probably read 30 books, went through Bigger Pockets, the whole 9 yards before I bought the first one.
Okay, so was this an outright 20% down property that you use as a full investment property?
It was, and now I know that there's a lot better ways to buy properties.
Okay, so do you currently own a house?
Yes, I do.
As far as, sorry, do you own a house that you live in?
I do. It was the last house I bought.
Okay, can you give me is that kind of like your forever or temporary home, or are you going to turn that into investment?
Eventually it'll be an investment property.
Okay, perfect. How's it going?
Doing good.
Good. My name is Casey. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick, where are you out of?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, we're asking everyone today if you're a realtor, correct?
I am.
Perfect. Can you tell me, as a realtor, do you invest in real estate?
I do not.
Okay, can you give me a reason why? Do you plan to in the future? Is it not your thing? Give me the scoop.
It's not my thing as of now. It probably should be after hearing some of the people here talk.
Okay.
But I got into real estate about 6 months ago.
Okay, so you're fresh then. So give me a rundown on what your current living situation is right now.
Condo, Green Hills area of Tennessee. I love it.
Okay, do you own it? Do you rent it?
Own.
Okay, so I can tell you right now, if you move out of that condo, you don't sell it, that's technically an investment property, correct?
Correct.